I mean, it would be funny if she dressed up as the Easter Bunny to frighten children. No, she did it for attention. Now, when you're dealing with the covert narcissist, you have to understand they make a very grand presentation out in society. They will be involved in charity. They will pull grand charitable stunts so that people say, "Oh, uh, you know, and such a good person, help me, such a good person." And my mother excelled at that. Now, people were helped. Look, collecting clothes for the poor and then driving around downtown Passaic to distribute them in her red Chevy. It was my father's. They called her the Santa Claus lady. You know, very sweet and doing a lot of volunteer work for animals. But the behind the scenes was that she was extremely verbally abusive to the women in the animal rescue group, to the point where you would think, with decades of service in animal welfare, you know, mostly cats, some dogs, a duck, I remember a duck, that people would be visiting her, bringing her cake on Easter, calling her up. No, she alienated them all. So it's so much easier for the narcissist to be grandiose in short bursts with people who never really get deep enough to know what they are. So Easter Bunny year, I was still living at home. I had to be like early teens. And how did she get a hold of an Easter Bunny costume? Did it belong to someone? Did she rent it? I don't quite recall. But she would stand out in front of the house on Easter Sunday morning in the Easter Bunny costume, dancing and waving as people. We live across the street. They live across the street from a church. I grew up across the street from a church. So she did that. I don't recall if she gave away candy. I don't remember if she had an Easter basket with candy. That would be something she would do. Now, on the surface, that all sounds kind of cute. Aw, your mom dressed up as the Easter Bunny and gave out candy and waved on Easter morning? Because when you don't know what's going on behind the scenes and you don't know the real behavior of the covert narcissist, it's adorable. It was an attention-getting ploy. And then she could go around town and say that she had played the Easter Bunny. "Oh, that was you? Oh my God, that was so cute." People would stop, maybe take pictures. It's not like everybody had a phone, so, you know, if they happen to have a camera in the car, which I don't know why they would, but there were pictures taken. It was a holiday, so sometimes people had their little cameras with them. Yeah. Always grandiose gestures. But when you got to know her, the abuse would start. Today I called her to tell her something about one of the AIDS money I had left for them. And she answers the phone, "Happy Easter." "Hi, Ma." "Oh, hi." "Oh, just letting you know, I left the money for blah, 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 blah." Having been the one, well, my father too, but the main one that she was just so horrible to and did so much damage to for 20 years. Well, more than that, because even after I moved out at 23, the behavior didn't stop. It didn't stop. Being on the receiving end of her real personality. I don't know, do they call that Jekyll and Hyde syndrome? Because if they don't, they should. Don't get too deep with these people. Applaud them and they will love you. Start calling them out on their behavior and they will seek revenge. How dare you pull back the curtain like Toto did to the Wizard of Oz. Don't do that. They will destroy you for it. You made them feel insecure on top of their already insecure insecurity. And now you're going to stick your finger in the insecure wound by calling them out on their terrible, terrible behavior. If you saw yesterday's video about being humiliated at church, so I talked to my mother today. When she's reasonable and I'm calm, sometimes decent conversations can occur. Brief, but they can occur. And I said, Ma, you know your aide wants me to get you a hospital bed. Oh, these, I don't want that. I'm like, I told her that. But she thinks that maybe I'm a bad daughter for not providing you with things like a hospital bed and a shower chair. I'm not getting into the shower. I get sponge baths. Like, I know you do. And she wants to give you this lift chair. Well, if I could use a lift chair, why would I need her? Pretty funny. She says, Lisa, I just tell her to shut up. She's very bossy, but I like her because she's strong. But I tell her, shut up. And then I send her into the other room. And I thought that was pretty funny. Because the woman had annoyed me last night with the stern look. I told my mother about the stern look, but she didn't really hear me. Because, you know, she's busy talking at all times. So I listen to me. But I feel like the situation was rectified. Good. You're going to tell her to shut up? Excellent. Excellent. This way, I don't have to. And I could bring you your goodies for Easter. I bought her a nice plate. And I got the F out. Out. Easter bunny. One time she dressed as a witch. And gave out the candy for Halloween. I think she was in the garage. Like, we opened the garage. Like, we had one of those back then. We had one of those that went up like this to create like a roof. She had a little table with bags of candy and Kool-Aid. Back when you took Kool-Aid from strangers. Pretty funny. But I couldn't take the shushling and chuchling and the attention seeking and the phoniness because it's so hard to be around them when they're being charming and lovely to other people when they've just torn you down so badly. They've just flayed you the moment before. Or, you know, intermixed with the charm is, you know, they're insulting people and being horrible, and that's embarrassing. And my God, holidays are fraught. They're fraught. So this one's almost over. Yeah, please like. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Leave me a comment, even if it's a heart. Some of you, I'm like, I see your names all the time, and some of you, I'm like, oh, did they unsubscribe? Did I do something bad to make them unsubscribe? Because, you know, people-pleasing, codependent, borderline personality issues of needing to be a people-pleaser. Oh, God help us. God help us not only survive, but heal and thrive.